2019, during a routine sightseeing day trip to a remote volcanic island off the coast of New Zealand, 47 tourists and guides were trapped in the epicenter of a boiling surge of toxic dust and ash, ultimately claiming 22 lives. The volcano rescue from Whakaari is a minute-by-minute account of tourists caught in a tragic volcanic eruption while sightseeing. Let's take a sneak peek.
It was a beautiful day. You could feel the heat from the volcano.
From the description, it was a nice, easy hike. They didn't make it sound dangerous.
I knew what could happen out there, but you don't believe it will happen.
Run.
Such incredible video of that tragedy. Director Rory Kennedy is here now to discuss this tense and gripping documentary that celebrates the survivors as well as the everyday people who courageously came to their rescue. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Since the film's debut on Netflix, it has landed in the top 10 most watched in 67 countries, ranking #2 in the world last week. Why do you think that your film has resonated with so many people around the world?
Well, it's been quite heartening to see the film do so well all around the world, especially during the holiday season. You know, I think that this is a story about real people who were thrown into a very chaotic situation. They were 47 miles off the mainland on a remote island. They were by themselves, and the volcano erupted while they were there, and they really had to turn to each other in order to survive, for those of whom were lucky enough to survive. So I think in this film we have really a very, it's a very tragic story, and there were a number of people who didn't make it, but at the same time it's a very uplifting story because you're seeing people who dig deep into themselves to find something they didn't know existed to get out of this situation.
In your own way, you felt personally connected to this story. Tell us about that and how it drew you in emotionally.
I personally live in California, and we had survived the Woolsey fires. We had to be evacuated from our homes. Or our home here, and you know, with our kids and our animals thrown into the back of the car, and racing down the PCH trying to get out of the fire's way. It was very scary, but again, we had to really rely on our community to get out of that situation. So there was something that spoke to me.
No voiceover narration in the film. You retrace the event minute by minute through first-hand accounts, including audio and video taken that day. Why did you choose to take that approach during the filmmaking process?
Well, when I read this article, I was really struck by the people who had survived this, and I ultimately wanted to tell their story. And I thought the best way to do that was a minute-by-minute approach and really try to help people be in the moment of this eruption as it unfolded, to be on the boat as people were arriving there. You know, this kind of journey that so many of us have probably taken in our lives to places that we think are safe, and then, you know, the unthinkable happens.
This was a paid excursion for tourists. It was their choice to venture out there despite knowing the risks, placing their safety in the hands of the guides who were with them. Do you think that anyone or any organization should be held responsible, held accountable for the lives lost and those who were hurt during this unexpected tragedy?
You know, this story and this event is going through the legal system in New Zealand right now. It's probably going to be the biggest legal case in New Zealand's history. I really felt like that wasn't the story I wanted to tell with this, as to who was responsible or who wasn't responsible. I really wanted to show what happened from the perspective of the people who experienced it.
Rory Kennedy, we thank you so much for your time and joining us tonight. The Volcano Rescue from Whakaari is now streaming on Netflix.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.